Hello everyone. So let's make one more video on a simple question. So this is just to given some entries from like a trial balance. So we are asked to prepare the financial statement. So okay, so let's try that. This is very easy question. This is uh, mainly the idea is to identify what kind of account it is. Okay, so again apologies for not having a very clear image. I just got this from one of my subscriber, so that's why I just took the photo print and then I am showing it to you. You can pause your screen and look at the question and you can try yourself, otherwise you can follow with me. Okay. So here the question is to make financial position. So simply you have to identify what kind of asset it is. Okay, so or liability it is. So for example, long-term debt. Long-term debt is a long-term liability. Prepaid insurance is a short-term asset or current asset, CA. Now equipment is a asset which comes under plant, property and equipment. Now share investment long term. So this is again a long term asset, LA. Now debt investment short term. This is a current asset. Notes payable. This is a and this is due in 2021. That means this is a short term liability or current liability, CL. Cash is a current asset, CA. Next, accumulated depreciation. This goes with plant, property and equipment. Accounts payable is a current liability, CL. Notes payable due after this one is a long-term liability, LL. Share capital, this is equity, E. Retained earnings also goes into equity. Accounts receivable is a current asset, and inventory also can be considered as a current asset. So now you have all these things, so you can make a classified balance sheet. Okay, so how to make a classified balance sheet? So simply J Kung Enterprise, then the date. So the date is given December 31, 2020. Classified balance sheet. So first we start with assets and we start with current assets. What is CA? Current asset. So you look at all CAs here. So I have cash 2668. Yes, so cash of 2668. Then I have accounts receivable 1696. So accounts receivable 1696. This is done. Then inventory 1256. So because I made all these markings before, that will be useful. Prepaid insurance 650. Prepaid insurance 650. Okay, so this is also current asset. And debt investment short term 3690. Debt investment short term 3690. Okay, so I have all these entries. So 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 entries are there. So now I can know what is my total of current assets. So let's quickly do that. 2668 plus 1696 plus 1256 plus 650 plus 3690. So 9960 is my total of current assets. Next, long-term assets. So in long-term assets, I think LA, only one entry is there. Share investment long-term, that is 264. Okay, so share investment long-term 264. So I'll just make this entry like this. Next, I have plant, property and equipment. Okay, so plant, property, equipment. So this is the heading. So here I have equipment worth 11,500 and accumulated depreciation worth 5,655. So because of these two, So I think only these are the two entries. So I have completed this one and equipment. So what is the net value of equipment? So I have 11,500 minus 5,655. So 5,845. So from all these three, I can get the total of assets. Total of assets is this one plus 264 plus 9960. So I'm getting 16,069 as the total value of my assets. Okay, so this is in HK dollar. Now I need to do the liability side. So let's go to the liability side. So under liabilities, current liabilities. So if you look at current liabilities, what I marked as CL. Okay, so one is accounts payable and notes payable. Okay, so accounts payable 1214, notes payable. This is in 2021, and that is 500. So total current liabilities are 1714. Next, I have long-term liabilities. So what are the long-term liabilities? First one is long-term debt. Okay, so long-term debt, that is 1000. Then this side are notes payable after 2021, 400. Notes payable after 2021, so that is 400. Okay, so this is also a long-term liability. That's it. So total long-term liability I am having is 1400. Next I have shareholders equity. So under shareholders equity, I have two entries. One is share capital ordinary, share capital ordinary, that is 11,455. Then retained earnings, that is 1500. That's it. So I have everything ready here. So now let me calculate the total. Okay, so what is the total? So 1714 plus 1400 plus 11,455 plus 1500. So again, this exactly matches with total of liability plus equity matches with 1606. So the total of assets is also 16069 and 16069 here. Both are